The contrast could not be any more real last night than the midnight service for Easter Sunday. In Zaporizhia, a church was bombed by the Russian missiles from the Kremlin, and Putin attends a service at the main Russian cathedral where Patriarch Kirill arrived for the vigil service to usher in the new light, surrounded by bodyguards. It's simply astonishing, simply astonishing. And I mean, I was going to say I've got no new news about Russia and Ukraine. In fact, I have got a certain amount. I mean, there's various things which one could talk about. We could talk about the story about Medvedev's. That's Andrei Medvedev, the fellow who defected from the Wagner Brigade and is now being held in Norway. And he pointed out that the person who was beheaded was clearly beheaded by the Wagner Brigade, and that they were using Wagner Brigade language, including calling him a Nazi because he was a member of the National Guard. That is what the Wagner Group call the Ukrainian National Guard. It's got nothing to do with an allegation of Nazi behavior. It's simply one of the many nicknames which is used. And the story which is running around is that the person who did the beheading was acting under orders by the Wagner Brigade. It's a sort of test of manliness. It's and it's filmed, and it suggested that this is a sort of, this is pressure. This is used potentially for future blackmail, and that there are a minimum of 20 of these videos doing the rounds. They're posted onto a particular site, which is used by the Wagner Brigade. And so any of them could become news at any day. And those Wagner mercenaries, the criminals, once they've finished their 6 months duty, go back to Russia, where they join a private bodyguard for Prigozhin, presumably setting up the possibility for a future bid for the presidency or something. I don't think his standing is very good at the moment, but then nor is Mr. Putin's.